day, everyone. This is Villamor and James, first year college, biz ed major in English of Cordova Public College. So before I start, I would just like to thank God for this wonderful day and for giving me strength and for this kind of opportunity. So this video is for educational purposes, especially to our subject, which is Introduction to Linguistic. So in this video, there are 3 questions that I will answer. And without further ado, let's start it. So for the first question, how language contributes to human leverage compared to the other species? So my answer for that is language has a great contributes to human leverage, for it is the tools and bridge that help them to be equipped, gather and share ideas in the past decades until now and to the next generation. However, language contributes in terms of various needs of human, the domestication of animals, the steam engine, computer, and internet. That's why human until now are still leveraging, and all of this works together because of language. Although to the other species, language also contribute for them. So for the second question, differentiate the different properties of language from one another. It includes modularity, constituency, recursion, discreteness, productivity, arbitrariness, reliance on context, and variability. Modularity. Most linguists believe that language is a modular system. That is, people produce and interpret language using a set of component subsystem in a coordinated way. Constituency and recursion. All languages are organized into constituents, allowing more complex units to enter structures where simpler ones are also possible. Discreteness. Another property of all languages is discreteness. The range of sounds that human beings can make is continuous like a slide whistle. Productivity. Another key feature of language is productivity. When people hear a word for the first time, they often ask, "Is that a word?" Productivity is one way in which languages change to meet the changing communicative needs to their speakers. Arbitrariness. The productivity of languages derives in large part from the fact that they are organized around a finite set of principles which systematically constrain the ways in which sounds, morphemes, words, phrases, and sentences may be combined. Reliance on context. A corollary of arbitrariness of association between sequences and meaning or in the order of words in phrases is duality. Reliance on context is a crucial property of language, not just in figuring out the meaning of words like one and one, but in interpreting the meaning of entire utterance. For the last one, variability. The language that people we varies depending on who's speaking and the situation in which they're speaking. In fact, variability is one of the most important and admirable properties of language. So for the last question, for number 3, in my own understanding, it composed 3 questions, which are, what does this line mean? Language varieties, differing needs of their speech communities. Second, each language does things differently. Last one, the dominant group perceived to have higher status and the less powerful groups are stigmatized and incorrect or bad. Do you agree or disagree about this statement? So for the first question, my answer is we all know that over time we are emerging and enhancing. Together with this, language varieties are differing for adapting to the needs of their speech communities and societies. However, languages is equally functional and useful. Even our language are different, but on the other hand, it has a significant and purpose. And my answer in the second question, so as what I mentioned earlier, yes, each language does have different, for all languages are unique, different culture, belief, and style. However, no matter how we have different language, still we able to speak, stand, and be the voice in our community. And for the last one, to this statement, I agree. In this world, the reality is those dominant group became majority and perceived the higher status even it is not necessary, while those less powerful groups are discriminated, not treated as equity and stigmatized as incorrect or bad. Sometimes people are not fair because the mindset of some people is they only based by the status, not the things that they can do. So that's all. Goodbye and God bless.